The next day, Chandru and Janki went to work and Gauramma stayed alone in that spacious house. She was still feeling jet-lagged. While she was lying on the bed, she remembered her promise to Surbhi. She thought, Chandru had such a big house. A couple staying in one room in a corner will not affect anyone. Surbhi will look after the baby and Janki can work as usual. She remembered how she had stayed with her brother's family for 2 years when Shamana was transferred to a village. She had always felt that it was the right of a sister to stay in her brother's house. She applied the same logic for Surbhi. She thought, if Surbhi also comes here and settles, then 2 of my children will be NRIs and I can visit them anytime I wish. A week after her arrival, Chandru took Gauramma to an Indian departmental store. It was very huge and clean. Everything was arranged very neatly on the shelves. Gauramma was fascinated with the varieties of cans and boxes of fresh fruit juices and the flavors of ice creams. Everything was available under one roof. Even though Gauramma had seen departmental stores in Bangalore, they were nothing in comparison to this one. In a short time, Gauramma learned to use the microwave, the toaster, the electrical kettle and the cooking range. The only chore she hated was cleaning the dishes, something she had never done even in her own house. They always had a domestic help for that job. But Gauramma realized that in America one did not get a domestic help. So she had to learn to handle the dishwasher and washing machine. As was the custom in India, Gauramma wanted to have a small function of baby shower. So she had brought with her the green traditional sari and specially prepared sweets for the occasion. She told Janki, Janki, this Friday is an auspicious day. Invite a few women, whomever you want. We can have a small function at home. I will cook a great meal. Janki at once dismissed her suggestion and said, Amma, nobody will come for such functions on a working day. We will invite everyone only after the delivery. Gauramma wanted to show off how good a mother-in-law she was, but Janki did not give her the chance. Helpless, she was forced to give her gift without performing a function. She noticed that Janki did not even bother to open the gift. A couple of days later, when Janki went into labor, Gauramma immediately offered to go with her to the hospital. But Chandru said, Amma, you stay at home. That's more practical. I will go with her into the delivery room. I have taken lessons. I will inform you once the baby is delivered. He did not give her a chance to talk and left with Janki, who was in pain. Gauramma sat down anxiously near the telephone and started praying for a safe delivery. She did not understand why a man was allowed in the delivery room when there was a woman around to help. After a very long time, Chandru called and said, Amma, Janki has safely delivered a baby girl and she will be back home tomorrow. You need not to come to the hospital. Gauramma was happy but horrified that the mother was coming back within a day. But there was nobody to whom she could share her concerns. When Janki came home, Gauramma saw the baby. The baby was very good looking, just like Chandru. A separate room had been prepared for the newborn, and her name was decided much in advance as Manya. Tucking the baby into the cradle, Janki headed towards her room. At this, Gauramma could not just keep quiet. She said, "How can such a small baby sleep alone? If you want, I can sleep with her." Janki responded, "No, please don't do that. Manya should get used to sleeping alone in her room. That's how it is here." Without giving her mother-in-law a chance to say anything more, Janki sailed away to her bedroom and shut the door. Gauramma was stunned by her rudeness. Gauramma remembered Harshita. Harshita always slept with her grandparents, and maybe that was the reason she was so attached to them. Gauramma thought, how could these people expect a bond to develop between parents and children when they brought up their children amid loneliness? The next day, Janki was bathing the baby in a tub, and Gauramma pleaded, "Janki, let me give her a massage and a bath. Get me some baby oil. I will do it. Babies should get plenty of sleep and a good bath for proper growth." Janki replied firmly, "No, I don't like that sort of thing. It's all right in India. Here, the bathing tub will get oily. Everyone will laugh at us. I shall follow the child care book to raise my baby." Gauramma was surprised, as she had never studied any book to learn how to raise a child, and in her neighborhood she was famous for the wonderful baths she gave newborn babies. Many new mothers would request Gauramma to give bath to their babies, and Gauramma willingly helped. She did it out of love and not as a profession. When those children grew up and passed their examinations, they would come and take her blessings. Gauramma would beam with pride and joy on such occasions. Gauramma suddenly remembered Harshita and Vinisha. Vinisha was good at all the household work, but when it came to bathing the baby, she always wanted only Gauramma to do it. "Now that I am here, who is giving bath to Harshita?" Gauramma worried.